Previously on Impact Wrestling.
Jimmy Jacobs here at the Foreman Physical Therapy Clinic down in Orlando, Florida, where Rich Swann has been doing physical therapy, getting ready for Bound for Glory.
Rich Swann is ready for Bound for Glory.
Looks like you're killing it, man. I'm feeling better than ever, 100%. Daddy, I'm ready. Richie,
Madman Fulton against the World Tag Team Champions. And there's Shelly with a punt. Oh, Snake Eyes into knee. Suplex there to the Motor City Machine Guns. There's the North. Ethan Page with an equalizer in his hand. There's the Good Brothers. And drops the crossbody, shoulders down, and the Motor City Machine Guns have pinned Fulton tonight.
Congratulations. You've controlled your narrative. You've discovered the funeral of the century. But alas, you are too late. You must break your attachment to the past. You must break your attachment to the legacy of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Now what's insane that you haven't done anything about my title being missing. And then now, I'm in a match in an undisclosed location, and I don't even know where the location is. Scott, what is this about?
Moose, so I think I understand now. What you're telling me is you have a match in a pretend location against an opponent who doesn't even work here for a title that you never won, and it makes no sense to you. God, how the hell can I not make sense to you?
Don't spout your ridiculous philosophies on me right now. I need your help. That's all I need, Scott. Your freaking help.
You know what I need? I need people to leave me the hell alone. I'm waiting on a call from Rich Swann's doctor. I need his orthopedic surgeon to tell me what the deal is with him. I don't have time to deal with this crap.
This is ridiculous. Rich Swann, I'm the real world champion.
Look at you! You're pathetic! The things you think you own are owning you. But not everything is what it seems. Moose, you're learning. You are controlling your narrative. But when you are fully committed, fully prepared, you will make the journey. What it is you seek.
I know I need to go.
This is a three-way knockouts tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Valley of the Shadows, Rosemary. This is the penultimate Impact Wrestling before Bound for Glory in 11 nights. Tensions are on the rise. Buckle up for the next 2 hours of this thrill ride. We kick things off with Knockouts tag team action. Former Knockouts champion, the Demon Assassin, kicking off an all-new Impact Wrestling on Access TV. As I welcome in my broadcast colleague, five-time Knockouts champion Madison Rayne, how chilling is the entrance of Rosemary?
This is the stuff that nightmares are made of, Josh.
Rosemary all set, ready to go, waiting the arrival of her tag team partner here tonight. her tag team partner from Slamtown, Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary have been embroiled in a rivalry with Havoc and Nevaeh, as well as Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. 2 weeks ago, Taya and Rosemary defeated Havoc and Nevaeh. Kiera and Tasha got involved. Last week, Taya and Rosemary defeated Kiera and Tasha, with Havoc and Nevaeh watching. Madison Rain, is this what we need? All 6 of these knockouts coming together in one match?
This is absolutely what we need. We need them all in the same space, in the same place, so they can hash out their problems. And as if this team of Taya and Rosemary don't have enough of them.
In our opening contest.
Their opponents from the ATL, Kiera Hogan, and from the Brick City, Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan and Madison Rain, these two just pop off the screen each and every week when we see them. We invite you to join in on the conversation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Use the hashtag ImpactOnAccessTV. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course Instagram. And I'm sure that Tasha and Kiera are trending right now.
I'm sure they're trending. I'm sure, regardless of the outcome of this match, they'll have plenty to say. They're two of my favorite follows on social media.
I'll say this, if the team of Rosemary and Taya pick up the win, they may be the most dominant duo in all of Impact Wrestling.
And their opponents from Defiance, Havoc and Nevaeh.
Havoc and Nevaeh, they were tag team partners on the independent scene. Nevaeh shows up here to Impact Wrestling. She has the back of Havoc. Havoc, a former Knockouts champion here in Impact Wrestling, as we get all set to see these 6 do battle. Speaking of champions, ladies and gentlemen, you saw what happened at the beginning of the show. We are waiting to get word from Rich Swann's orthopedic specialist to see if Rich is going to be on 100% after being attacked last week by the Impact Wrestling World Champion Eric Young. So when Scott D'Amore gets word from the orthopedic specialist, we'll all find out what the status of Rich Swann is here tonight. Madison Rain, what's the strategy for these 6 entering into a tag team match of this magnitude?
Keep your head on a swivel and win as quickly as you possibly can. I want to point out one thing, and I hope I'm right here. If you notice when Nevaeh and Havoc were making their way to the ring, we saw a smile on the face of Nevaeh. We don't normally see that. I want to think that that's because it's finally sunk in for Nevaeh. She turns and she looks in her corner. She's got one of the most destructive, one of the strongest knockouts we've ever seen in this company. Watching her back.
A lot of trash talking in the early goings of this match. Standing switch, schoolgirl stacked her up, and Rosemary kicks out in 2. And over the past number of weeks, and there's a roll-up here by Nevaeh and another escape by Rosemary. Rosemary's been very dominant over the last number of weeks. Another pinning opportunity by Nevaeh. She wants to end this one quickly, build momentum. Nevaeh and Havoc here in Impact Wrestling. What has it been about Rosemary over the last number of weeks that's really turned her game around, so to speak?
She's in love.
Ah, isn't that nice? Rosemary and Bravo, the wedding nearing closer and closer. Bravo!
In terms of mind or money.
Northern Lights suplex there by Taya. There's the bridge, and Nevaeh able to escape. The team of Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, you mentioned they've been victorious over the last number of weeks. They really have been a dominant force here in Impact Wrestling. Maybe you're right. Maybe Nevaeh has seen a light at the end of the tunnel, seeing that Havoc, could be the most destructive force in all of the knockouts. There's a cover, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out at 2. Knockouts Championship, of course, will be on the line at Bound for Glory. It is official. Kylie Ray will challenge Deonna Purrazzo for the title. Kylie will be in action later tonight as she takes on Deonna's best friend, Kimberly. So Madison Rain, again, we talk about it each and every week. The Knockouts division, hot right now.
Red hot, everyone trying to claim their spot, everyone wanting to make their mark in the Knockouts division right now, but if I'm Deonna Purrazzo, I'm starting to sweat a little bit, and I never...
Hold that thought, there's a cover, hooks the outside, leg, and a kick out by Ty.
I never say things like that about Deonna, but this new side, this new aggressive side that we're seeing out of Kylie Ray, she's going to bring something unpredictable that we've never seen out of her before the Bound for Glory.
Yeah, what Madison is talking about is what Kylie did last week, and that's why she'll face Kimberly later tonight. It was an attack by Kylie Ray on Kimberly last week during an interview portion of the show, and we did see a different side of Kylie. We're seeing the same side from Taya Valkyrie that we've seen since she became Knockouts champion. Remember, she was the longest reigning Knockouts champion, folks, in Impact Wrestling history. You know, Taya would love to get back in the hunt for the Knockouts championship. More talking from Kiera and Tasha. How smart are Kiera and Tasha? They haven't gotten in this match at all. They're totally fresh.
They're brilliant. They're taking pages out of the Madison Rain playbook, and I love it.
And Havoc wants nothing to do with the trash talking of Tasha and Kiera. And now you've got Tasha Steelz in the ring here with Taya Valkyrie. And running uppercut there by Tasha Steelz. And here comes Kiera Hogan, the girl from Atlanta, Georgia. Takes it 360 across the ring into the mush of Taya. There's a cover. Hooks the leg and a quick kick out by Taya Valkyrie, who needs to make a tag, folks, to the Demon Assassin, Rosemary. Madison Rain 11 nights away from Bound for Glory. Are you noticing a change in the attitude? There's a cover by Kiera and a kick out from everybody here in Impact Wrestling in the locker room throughout the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tensions are high. You said it at the beginning of the show. Everybody wants to go into Bound for Glory at 100%, but also in these weeks leading up to, they want momentum on their favor.
Taya Valkyrie with the back suplex. Eyes of Taya Valkyrie, and Kiera Hogan's on the wrong side of town, and here comes the Demon Assassin, Rosemary. And Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, once they get something going, Madison, they are so hard to beat, aren't they?
They're just starting to mesh together as such a fantastic team. Even in their did you see Taya Valkyrie slither and crawl to her corner to make the tag to Rosemary?
And they play off of each other extremely well, and now Rosemary looking for an exploder suplex here on Kiera. And Kiera Hogan's in trouble. Kiera in a bad way here in this 6 knockouts tag team matchup. And did Havoc make a mistake a little while ago when she tagged into Tasha? Because she basically took her team out of this match.
She took her team out of the match, but they're refreshed, they're recharged, and they're quick enough to know if there's a pinfall in the middle of the ring, they're going to get in and break it up and make the match continue.
And to that point, it is now Nevaeh inside the ring, so that this does allow for strategy to take place. You saw Rosemary and Taya talking over there on the other side of the ring, suplex there by Nevaeh. She floats over into the cover, hooks the leg and a kick out. So taking your team out of it for just a moment, knowing that, hey, I can reach in, I can feel confident that we'll get back in. Maybe that can help you a little bit.
Brilliant. Again, the Madison Rain playbook.
There's a
work smarter, not harder.
Kick to the back there by Tasha Steelz, and Kiera Hogan taking advantage. Again, the knockouts in Impact Wrestling in 2020 and going forward, so different, so unique. You have to love the division, the roster that's being built here in Impact Wrestling. Neck breaker there by Tasha out of the corner. Hooks the inside, laying in a deep cover and a kick by Nevaeh. Tasha's losing her cool. Tasha Steelz is livid. She thought she had her put away there, and if you don't think, folks, that everybody's on edge, less than 2 weeks away from Bound for Glory, just watch the first few minutes of this matchup. Nevaeh with the reversal. Tasha Steelz off the second. Tasha using her athleticism, rolls through. Nope, doesn't want to make a tag to Havoc or have anything to do with Havoc. Oh!
Wow. Good night, Tasha Steelz.
Stunning off from Nevaeh. And she's going to look to make a tag here. Nevaeh favoring her shoulder, her arm. Tasha Steelz wants to tag anybody. And here comes Havoc.
That's the wrong corner, Tasha.
Now, Tasha can tag, but it wasn't looking like Rosemary or Taya was going to reach at all. And Kiera Hogan trying to come in and make the save for her team. Kick to the midsection by Havoc. There's a knee. Down goes Tasha Steelz.
Oh, my God.
What a way to kick off Impact Wrestling here tonight. Gut-wrench style throw by Havoc.
She nearly
tag. Havoc flies to the outside. Tasha Steelz has no idea that Rosemary is legal right now. Tasha's got her attention on Havoc. Rosemary's poised, ready to go into attack, and Tasha again using her speed and athleticism. Bam! Big time kick there by Tasha Steelz. What a Tuesday night here on Access TV. Tasha Steelz getting her footing. Did Rosemary catch?
Wow, out of midair.
Fall away slam by the Demon Assassin, the leader of the Hivelings with the cover, shoulders down. And it was broken up by Kiera Hogan. You've got Taya Valkyrie in the ring now. Referee is losing control quickly of this one, but you didn't expect this to stay a fair and even match with these six, did you?
No, but look how laser focused Taya Valkyrie. Wow.
Talk about laser focus there by Kiera Hogan with an eye to the outside. Standing switch by Nevaeh. On Taya, looking for a German suplex. Taya with a couple of big elbows. Off the rope she goes. Running drop kick by Taya Valkyrie. And now you've got three on the outside. In Havoc and Kiera.
Where's Taya going?
And I believe Nevaeh's over there with them. And Taya Valkyrie off the top rope. Takes out everybody, but Taya landed hard. That's why they call it high risk.
She may have taken some of that.
Well, here comes Tasha Steelz, and Tasha puts on the brakes. Says, I don't think so.
Nope, I'm too smart. How can you not love Tasha Steelz?
She needs to turn around. She needs to turn around. There's the Demon Assassin. There's Rosemary with a spear. Rosemary just sawed Tasha Steelz in half. And Rosemary, looking to put this one away. Underhook. Rosemary sits out. There's the cover. And the Demon Assassin picks up the win again for her team.
Here are your winners, Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary.
Madison Rain, that's 3 in a row for these two. They're on a roll.
3 in a row. That's back-to-back wins for Rosemary. Josh, again, I'll say it. Love looks good on her.
Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie score the win to kick off Impact Wrestling. Are these two at the top of the mountain in the Impact Knockouts division? Boy, this one isn't over yet. You've got Havoc back inside the ring. There's Nevaeh as well. We've seen this movie before, folks. These six do not get along.
Kiera and Tasha, they're out of here.
You can see them sliding away. They're going to let these four go at it. You can feel the tension for their day.
What an incredible opening contest knockouts tag team match. We saw Rosemary victorious over Tasha Steelz.
You know, Rosemary is on a quest to bring Father James Mitchell back, and we question if Havoc is actually going to help Rosemary. 11 nights away, folks, from Bound for Glory live on pay-per-view, and we know that Eric Young was scheduled to go one-on-one with Rich Swann for the Impact Wrestling World Championship. For the attack that took place last week, we don't know the status of Rich Swann. Scott D'Amore is waiting to get word from Rich's orthopedic specialist. We can hope for an update on Rich Swann and the status of the World Championship match at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, you mentioned Scott D'Amore. We just saw Moose in Scott D'Amore's office. He believes that EC3 is here tonight.
In 11 nights, EC3 and Moose will face off against each other at Bound for Glory in an undisclosed location. What's going to happen when those two actually clash live at Bound for Glory?
Also, just announced this week at Bound for Glory is the return of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. 20 men and women compete in a gauntlet. The winner gets to call their shot. Any title, any place, anytime.
Later tonight, 10 competitors from that gauntlet will compete in a 10-man tag team match. We'll talk more about that later tonight.
Also tonight, Madman Fulton versus Doc Gallows.
You called that the Battle of the Big Men last week. Can't wait to see those two clash. We'll also see Kimberly face Kylie Ray in knockouts action.
And the wedding of Rosemary and Johnny Bravo is just around the corner.
This is unbelievable. You all are the most useless groomsmen I've ever seen. This wedding is over budget. I'm losing my butt. I'm about to go bankrupt.
Mama! Did you get the money?
No. Oh, it looks like the best man isn't so bestest after all.
What have you done, huh?
What have I done? I beat Buddy Landell in Mid-Atlantic, Daddy.
Oh, you're useless. You're useless, swinger.
Listen, you ham and egger, I'll hit you with my lineage right here.
Just calm, everybody, calm down. Bala, I'm just wondering, are
Are you sure you don't got anything to get off your chest?
You have a problem, huh?
No problem. I just want to make sure, that everybody is being honest.
You know what? You are just defending him because you're his young boy.
Look, I'm just calling it like I see it.
Yeah? You know what? Thanks for sticking up for me, young boy. Whoa, would you learn that from Conan, kid? Good one.
This is ridiculous! We are 2 weeks away from this wedding, and I do not have time for this! You're the only one I like, I'm sorry.
Good one, kid.
So, y'all want to get started on that dance number for the reception?
No! No!
Hello, Havoc. Look, stop. I think I have an idea what you want, but why don't you just spell it out for me? None of your demon riddles. As you wish. We did try to talk to you about this. This wedding is of the utmost importance. And as you know, there is only one truly qualified to officiate and try to talk to you about this. We need the consensual cooperation of the murderer of Father James Mitchell. Now, we wouldn't come to you if it wasn't so important, as we know you've got a bit of a hang-up in this matter. I knew this is what you were going to ask me, but I made him exit this reality for a reason. Well, Havoc, this reality's continuity depends on this wedding going through, and it's much more important than whatever's going to happen with James Mitchell's resurrection, so please, stop. I can tell you're not going to let this go, and you're not going to let him go. So how about this? Next week, you and I have a match. If you beat me, I'll help you. And if not, if I beat you, you leave me alone and Father James stays where he is. Do we have a deal? Deal.
So Rosemary versus Havoc next week? If Rosemary wins, Havoc's gonna help her bring Father James Mitchell back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled
Falaba making his way to the ring in Madison Rain. If you recall last week, Falaba snuck into the shower where Hernandez was, and he took the wad of cash. I believe that's what Fala is tightly gripping underneath his shirt there. It's become almost like the precious for Falaba, this wad of money.
Yeah, I kind of like this edgy version of Falaba where he's breaking rules and God bless him for stealing from Hernandez.
I wonder if Falaba is going to use that money to help Bravo with the wedding expenses.
his opponent from the Black Girl Sanatorium, Crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve, he's another member of the wedding party for Johnny Bravo and Rosemary. It truly is a cast of characters, folks. And these two are going to go one-on-one. Falaba is also the best man because, remember, he defeated Johnny Swinger. Last week it was the Deaners defeating Swinger and Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve also let us know that he's over 100 years old when Swinger called him a young boy. I'll never understand the relationship between any of these people in the wedding party. Alicia Edwards, the Deaners, these two, Johnny Swinger. Who else is going to be in this wedding party?
I just think it's funny that you couldn't even get an invitation to that wedding party.
Well, we'll see what happens at the actual ceremony, and we'll see if Father James Mitchell is a part of it. I guess that will be determined next week when Havoc goes one-on-one with Rosemary. It's the final Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, next week before Saturday night, October 24th, Bound for Glory. live on pay-per-view. What a time to be here in Impact Wrestling. Still waiting to hear from Rich Swann's orthopedic specialist to see what shape Rich will be in at Bound for Glory, as Crazy Steve's having a conversation with a stuffed monkey. And Crazy Steve with...
He's Swinger!
Swinger, tell me that. Swinger.
Crazy Steve doing his best Johnny Swinger. What Steve is doing here, he's trying to get Fowler to take his shirt off to reveal that Fowler has the money. That's why Fowler doesn't want to take his shirt off.
What are you talking about?
I need you just to do...
And Fowler Ba's heard enough, and there's the palm strikes by Fowler. Right after Crazy Steve in the corner, Steve puts on the brakes and a chop to the back of Fowler Ba. Steve continues to... Oh, no, Steve's got a hand of... Steve's trying to get what's underneath the shirt of Fowler, and Fowler says, I don't think so. Oh, what a dive there by Fowler Ba, the crossbody. Fowler Ba is such an impressive athletic specimen. I mean, look at the guy.
And he's got even more motivation now.
Out of cash, but he can't leave it just lying around the locker room. You know that. With these people around here, it's like a bunch of pirates running around. And Crazy Steve, he's got a hold of Fowler Ba here. This is an illegal hold. He'll be forced to break, but the damage perhaps done. Fowler Ba. Fowler still on his feet. Here comes Crazy Steve. And Crazy Steve trying to wear down Fowler here. This wedding party certainly has issues. What's going to happen at the wedding? What's going to happen in the X Division 6-person scramble at Bound for Glory in 11 nights? Rohit's going to put the title on the line against Willie Mack, TJP, Jordan Grace, Trey Miguel, and Chris Bay. That's going to be an opportunity for those five to take the X Division Championship away from Rohit. As Crazy Steve now in the corner. Steve looking for the dive. Fowler catches him. And Fowler looking to take down Crazy Steve. And Crazy Steve, there it is. There's the pot of cash. There's the money. Crazy Steve with a schoolboy on the massive Fowler Ba and somehow puts him away.
Here's your winner, Crazy Steve.
Fowler was so worried that the cash was exposed, Madison Rain, that he was defeated. I'll call an upset by Crazy Steve.
Well, Fowler's caught now. What does this mean for Fowler Ba?
Yeah, Hernandez is surely watching this matchup somewhere, and Hernandez now knows who the culprit is, who took that money from him. It was Fowler Ba, and Crazy Steve picks up the win. I tell you what, there is so much unpacking to do when it comes to this wedding party. I don't know where to start.
Well, security let me in like you said they would. What's this all about, man?
Well, what you said last week, I really took it to heart. I'd like to tell you, I pulled some strings, and you are in the Call Your Shot gauntlet at Bound for Glory.
What?
Yep.
What do you mean? Yeah. Pull some strings and got me to that? How? What'd you say?
Well, it gets better. Well, listen, it gets better. If either of us win, you don't just get a contract with Impact Wrestling, but you get your contract with Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. How in the world did you convince him that? My contract?
Yeah.
Man, my life, my family, this is going to be great. Oh, man, thank you.
But there's a catch.
What's the catch?
If neither of us win, you get no other opportunities here at Impact Wrestling. None. No leaving the doors open, no getting through security, none. No infomercials, no nothing.
Hey, you know what? This is all we need, man. We're going to do this. Failure's not an option.
Positive attitude.
Dude, we're going to bring it like we did last time, man. We got this.
We've got a match coming up next. Go get it.
Oh, my God.
Hurry. We'll see you out there.
Man, he's happy.
Yeah.
And you're a good friend. All this chaos going around here, it's nice to see a guy's willing to really step up for a friend. Just one question for you. When are you going to tell him the other part?
I don't think you need to know the other part.
Well, look, I got enough stuff going on around here. I'm not going to get into this. So I don't care what he knows. As long as you know the deal we made. If neither of you win, not only is he not around here anymore, remember, you're giving up your contract here.
Yes.
Sure you want to do that?
Guys, it's that time again. My name is Caleb, with a K, about to drop some more premium content for you. Her latest pic on the gram already has over 30,000 likes, and that's just in a couple hours. She is the future winner of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. You know it's all about her, Miss Tennille Dashwood.
I think we all need a little Caleb with the K in our lives. The personal photographer of Tennille Dashwood, now handling the ring announcement duties, and Caleb with the K letting everybody know just how important Tennille Dashwood is, not only to Impact Wrestling, but to social media and pop culture as well. People are still buzzing about Tennille's performance on Press Pass a couple of weeks ago. Tennille let everybody know how she feels about herself and her place here in Impact Wrestling. Tennille Dashwood, a part of this 10-person tag team matchup that does have Bound for Glory implications. We'll explain how and why throughout this match.
Her tag team partners, first from Yonkers, New York, Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer been having issues over the last couple of weeks with Brian Myers now stepping inside this 10-person tag team matchup. This is going to be a strange match with a lot of folks in it.
From Bayside, New York, Brian Myers.
Mentioned Brian Myers in the rivalry with Tommy Dreamer. Myers and Dreamer actually on a team here tonight because, well, these competitors were picked randomly. The winning team will face off next week in a 5-way match. The winner of that match will earn the coveted number 20 spot in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Of course, number 20, the final spot in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. So 19 competitors will have entered. You'll come in fresh at number 20, but you'll certainly have earned it. Will Cody Deaner get number 20 and Bound for Glory?
And from Swingtown, USA, Johnny Swinger.
So this is the final member of this team. Again, it's Dreamer, Myers, Deaner, and Johnny Swinger along with Tennille Dashwood. Talk about a random pairing as we await the arrival of their opponents.
Their opponents first from Houston, Texas, Hernandez.
Hernandez, if you notice, folks, he's not with the cash. That wad that he's been carrying around, that he's been building since defeating everybody at arm wrestling, that was taken by Falaba last week.
From the Deaner compound, Cousin Jake.
Cousin Jake and Cody Deaner find themselves in an interesting situation here, being on opposite teams. But it's all about heading to the Call Your Shot Gauntlet and Bound for Glory and earning that coveted number 20 spot.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Alicia.
Alicia Edwards was a part of Wrestle House. She would love to not only compete at the Call Your Shot Gauntlet and Bound for Glory, but enter at number 20, perhaps earn an opportunity at the Knockouts Championship.
And their tag team partners, the War Machine Rhino and Heath.
A lot on the line at Bound for Glory for Rhino and Heath. If Heath wins or Rhino wins, Heath will earn his way onto the Impact roster. He'll earn a contract. If neither man wins, then not only does Heath not earn a contract, but Rhino also out. He's put his job on the line for his longtime tag team partner, Heath. It's a 10-person tag team matchup. It's got Bound for Glory, Call Your Shot Gauntlet implications. Who's going to win? Which team will compete against each other next week? Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. This 10-person matchup starts when Impact Wrestling on Access TV continues after this. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This is a 10-person tag team matchup. The team smokes Tommy Dreamer, Brian Myers, Cody Deaner, Johnny Swinger, and Tennille Dashwood. You'll see Caleb with a K outside ringside for her. And then you've got Hernandez, Cousin Jake, Alicia Edwards, Rhino, and Heath on the same side. So again, these two teams picked at random. The winning team goes on to the final Impact before Bound for Glory next week. They'll face off in a 5-way, and the winner of that match gets to enter the Call Madison Rain, you know the winner of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet gets to challenge for any championship that they want here in Impact Wrestling. So it's a huge match at Bound for Glory.
Huge match at Bound for Glory. Huge stakes here tonight. And I love that Tennille Dashwood can't be bothered with any of it because she's just trying to get the perfect angle for Caleb with a K.
We were talking about Tennille Dashwood when she made her entrance tonight and how entertaining she was recently on Press Pass. You've got to love just how candid and truthful Tennille is as Heath makes the tag to Alicia. And this match, very important for Heath and Rhino. They need to build momentum towards Bound for Glory, towards the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, because literally their careers are on the line. Heath wants an opportunity, a contract with Impact Wrestling. If he wins the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, he gets that. But if Heath or Rhino don't win that match, they're both gone. Rhino's fired and Heath doesn't get his contract. So a lot on the line for those two in 11 nights at Bound for Glory. And Tennille, the boot got caught by Alicia Edwards. Tennille talking trash. Oh, and down she goes.
Well, Tennille told her, put my foot down, and Alicia obliged.
Alicia misses with the senton there, and Tennille connects with a clothesline. Now Tennille Dashwood looking for a cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out. You have to figure that if either Tennille or Alicia go on to be a part of the winning team and then win next week, they'll challenge for the Knockouts Championship should they win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet.
Why? Maybe they'll challenge for the World Championship. Could you imagine? Tennille Dashwood, Impact Wrestling World Champion.
Look, anything's possible here in Impact Wrestling. Jordan Grace is going to challenge for the X Division Championship match at Bound for Glory in a 6-person scramble. And Alicia says, I know you, you're the Diener.
I still don't know which one you are, though. Oh, listen, I have a new friend, Horrendez.
Did she just say horrendez?
Horrendez. That's what we call in the Knockouts locker room a Englishism.
So the fact that she doesn't know people's names or how to say words, there's actually a thing for that?
Yeah, Englishism. Hang out with her. It's quite entertaining.
And it's Cody Deaner in the ring right now with Hernandez.
What's he doing?
Well, Cody Deaner, and Hernandez says, I don't think so, makes the tag to the former world champion Rhino.
I would have done the same thing. What is Cody Deaner doing? Dancing, square dancing in the middle of the ring.
And now he's shaking the hands of Rhino.
Knock it off.
And an ECW chant breaks out in this 10-person tag team match. Cody Deaner has goosebumps. He's in there with the former world champion. Ryan Myers doesn't look impressed, and there's a side headlock by Cody Deaner. And can Deaner take advantage, and Rhino with a powerful shoulder tackle. Who's the man, says Rhino, and you'd be hard-pressed to disagree that he's not the man. Heath at Bound for Glory. I mean, look, Rhino, he wants Heath here. We all understand Heath has kids, but Rhino loves to compete each and every night, Madison Rain. Do you think that they're that confident?
I mean, as if the stakes aren't high enough, right? It's the biggest night of the year for Impact Wrestling. This is a huge opportunity for anyone in this match. But look, Rhino and Heath were tag team partners. When you're in a team, you develop a level of trust.
I will see what happens between those two in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet as Tommy Dreamer now in off the tag, courtesy of Cody Deaner. Now you've got Cousin Jake, and again, Cody and Cousin Jake are talking about memories past. Maybe not the right time to do that, but nonetheless.
Cody Deaner needs to relax.
Shoulder tackle there by big nasty Cousin Jake.
He needs a bath.
And Cousin Jake misses with the elbow. And now Tommy Dreamer looking to fire away. We've been talking about Bound for Glory throughout this match. You can pre-order Bound for Glory right now, ladies and gentlemen, on the Fight TV app. Stream Bound for Glory, and of course, contact your local cable or satellite providers. Don't miss out on the biggest night of the year in 11 nights. Saturday night, the 24th. 11 nights from right now, Bound for Glory.
I don't know what's happening here tonight, but the Deaners are annoying me more than they usually do on Tuesday nights.
Well, look, I mean, we talked about attention's at an all-time high right now as firing away at Hernandez with a powerful clothesline. Hernandez wants his money back, and right now he is taking full advantage of this opportunity here in this tag team matchup. We haven't seen Brian Myers get involved yet, as Hernandez with a bear hug here on Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, Tommy Dreamer, is he biting Hernandez?
He's doing whatever it takes to escape the clutches of Hernandez.
for everybody.
Hernandez is taking out everyone. He'll go after his own team if necessary.
And Tennille's just checking out her recent photo shoot.
Tennille with Caleb with a K on the outside. She has no interest in being involved in this match. Hernandez comes up empty. Still to come, Doc Gallows goes one-on-one with Madman Fulton. Battle of the big men between those two here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. And Brian Myers, well, he wasn't there. Myers not there for the tag, and Swinger and Myers having words on the apron. Hernandez misses again with the elbow. Let's see if Dreamer can get back in. Well, now Myers is in the ring and in the match.
Maybe not because he wanted to be, but at any rate, there he is.
And here comes Heath. Heath Bunny there. And Heath is building momentum, folks.
Heath is on fire right now. Whoa!
Heath goes for the cover on Myers. Hooks the leg, and Cody Deaner breaks it up in two. Back and forth these two go. And look at Heath. Were you at all surprised to see Heath this fired up here? Myers connects. Brian Myers waiting on Heath to get back up.
Brian Myers chose his moment. Well, hold on.
Johnny Swinger never one to shy away from the spotlight. Dreamer goes after his own partner, Myers, on the outside. It's completely breaking down. There's the wake-up call from Heath. That's his signature move, and Heath has the momentum he needs towards Bound for Glory.
Here are your winners, Hernandez, Cousin Jake, Alicia, Rhino, and Heath.
So now Madison Rain, these five will compete next week on the final Impact Wrestling before Bound for Glory. Which one will earn that coveted number 20 spot? We'll find out in 7 nights when these five clash. Heath wants his contract.
How's the ankle? Hey, you asked me? You know when you're one click of a button, bad. You ain't doing nothing. Come on. You ain't doing nothing. Get him. You ain't doing nothing. This is going on live. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Get him in the ankle lock. Break his ankle. Break it. Let's go.
Still to come tonight, Doc Gallows goes one-on-one with Madman Fulton. This one's got Bound for Glory implications. But up next, it's Knockouts action as Kimberly goes one-on-one with Kylie Ray. That one is next.
Excuse me, Eric. After attack on Rich Swann last week, his status for Bound for Glory is up in the air. Now, Scott D'Amore has said he is waiting on a phone call from Dr. Foreman to see if the doctor will clear him in time to compete for the...
That's what we're doing, Jim. I'm sitting back here wondering if Rich is going to show up at Bound for Glory. Miraculously, he's going to heal. His ankle's going to heal, and he's going to jump out of bed, and he's going to walk that aisle and climb into the ring. But the man that put him there in the first place, that's what we're doing. We're wondering if Rich is going to do it. What I want to know is, what do you think, Jim? What do you think will happen with Rich?
I think Rich has been very resilient in the past, certainly.
Very resilient. Rich Swann is very resilient. Rich Swann hasn't dealt with someone like me before. Impact Wrestling hasn't dealt with someone like me before. You haven't dealt with someone like me before, Jim. Now that I know where your allegiances lie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the ring and I'm going to get some real answers. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, because what I believe is Rich has learned enough. Rich is Smart enough. But we're gonna find out, aren't we? We're gonna find out.
The following knockout contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Deonna Purrazzo. From Seattle, Washington, Kimberly!
Cannot wait to talk about this knockouts matchup here featuring Kimberly and Kylie Ray. But Madison Rayne, the world champion Eric Young, says that he's going to come out here. He's going to find out exactly what's going on in Impact Wrestling. The world-class maniac is going to be loose tonight, and there's no telling what Eric Young is willing to do. The man is absolutely chaotic, and we'll hear apparently from Eric Young tonight. I just hope he doesn't take the entire show hostage.
Her opponent from Chicago, Kylie Ray!
And ladies and gentlemen, back on October 3rd, 10 nights ago at Victory Road, Deonna Purrazzo broke the arm of Kylie Ray's best friend, Susie. We cannot wait to see Susie back in Impact Wrestling. We wish her a speedy recovery. But Madison, the message was sent from Deonna to Kylie. These two go one-on-one at Bound for Glory. Kylie showed some attitude last week in going after Kimberly, but is Deonna Purrazzo living rent-free inside the mind of Kylie Ray right now?
Well, I mean, we're starting to see an edge to Kylie Ray. We're starting to see a side of her that we've never seen before, and I do hope, for Deonna Purrazzo's sake, that she's taking notes.
Is that the side that Kylie's going to need to have if she's going to want to win the Knockouts Championship at Bound for Glory against Deonna Purrazzo?
100%. 100%. I don't know that Kylie Ray has been in the ring with someone who is as fluid and seamless inside the ring as she is until she meets Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, Kylie Ray can kick your face off. She's actually said that to Deonna recently, and now Kylie looking for a submission of her own. 11 nights away from Bound for Glory, folks. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors in the center of the ring by Kylie Ray. Next week, it's Impact Week on Access TV. Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, of course, it's an new Impact Wrestling, followed by Talking Shop Full Keg, as the Good Brothers, well, they host their own brand of entertainment right here on Access TV next Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday night at 10 p.m., This is Bound for Glory, an in-depth look at the road to Bound for Glory for the stars and knockouts of Impact Wrestling. Saturday night, it's the live countdown to glory, 1 hour before the pay-per-view, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be a part of the panel as we get ready for what a night it's going to be, Bound for Glory. And a Hurricane Rana by Kylie Ray, spinning kick, and I gotta say, Madison, Kylie is buzzing heading into Bound for Glory. There's a cover and a kick out.
Yeah, there's momentum in the favor of Kylie Ray, but you saw there moments ago that Deonna Purrazzo had her attention, kept her attention, and momentarily threw her off of her game.
And Kimberly trying to advantage in the corner. Up and over goes Kimberly. And folks, if you can't get enough Impact Wrestling, don't forget immediately following us tonight. It's Impact in 60. Tonight's topic, street fights. Some of the best street fights in the history of Impact on an all-new Impact in 60. Immediately following Impact tonight. And there's Kimberly firing away into the chest of Kylie Ray.
What's going to happen here as they're fighting on the apron? What is Kimberly going for a German suplex off the apron?
Let me ask you, do you think Kimberly got her marching orders? Take Kylie Ray out 11 nights before Bound for Glory from Deonna Purrazzo?
I'm sure that she received some notes and some tips from Deonna Purrazzo, but look, Kimberly can hold her own. She knows what to do inside the ring.
Kimberly signed with Impact Wrestling earlier this year, and now Kylie looking for another Hurricane Rana. This time Kimberly has it. Oh! Back first into the side of the ring. Can we get one more look at this? One more look at this destruction from Kimberly. Now opting to sit here calling these matches and not take brutality like we just saw.
Well, and this is what I mean, Josh. Everybody wants to go into Bound for Glory at 100%, but also with momentum in their favor. But in the weeks leading into Bound for Glory, you can't put yourself in positions like this.
And that's exactly what happened to Kylie Ray. She's trying to protect herself in the corner. and Kimberly is showing a vicious nature unlike anything we've seen before from her. Kylie is in retreat mode right now. This is where Kylie could use her friend Susie, but as you look at the Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo, on the outside, she's the reason that Susie's not here. Snapped her arm with a devastating armbar. Back at Victory Road, you can relive Victory Road and, well, thousands of hours of content on Impact Plus. Subscribe and download to Impact Plus today. Get ready for Bound for Glory like the rest of us. Kimberly is in full control of Kylie Ray. Is there ever a time in a match where you think, maybe I'll not kick out the next time, maybe I'll stay down? Because in the philosophy of living to fight another day.
No, absolutely not. Especially not this close to Bound for Glory. That's why this is such a difficult time for these competitors.
Wanted everything that they have, wanting to enter Bound for Glory with momentum on your side. So you're saying then that momentum is a real thing. You want to build that. You want to be in a great position leading into the biggest night of the year.
Well, you certainly don't want to go into Bound for Glory with a recent loss and a setback like that, because it can get into your head. It can be a psychological and a physical disadvantage.
Well, we'll see if Kylie Ray can get back into this thing. Short arm reversal here by Kylie Ray. Catches Kimberly with a forearm, and that's the thing that we've seen from Kylie Ray in the past. She can turn a match around on a dime, and looks to be doing that right now against Kimberly. Kim is holding on to that bottom rope. You can hear Deonna screaming on the outside. Look at the intensity in the eyes of Kylie Ray. Is this the Kylie that you were talking about that we haven't seen in the past?
This is the Kylie that has to show up at Bound for Glory. She came out to the ring with that big smile on her face, but I'm glad to see that switch is flipping and that she's showing some aggression.
So the question could be asked, will this aggression from Kylie Ray be her own undoing? You seem to think that it will be her benefit. We'll see how this all plays out, and of course how it plays out in 11 nights at Bound for Glory. Kimberly looking for a delayed vertical suplex here. Connects. Kim needs to go for a cover. She does. Hooks the outside leg, and Kylie Ray showing heart and desire and passion, determination, all the things that it's glory. Think about everything Deonna Purrazzo has accomplished since coming to Impact Wrestling, defeating Jordan Grace to become Knockouts champion, winning that 30-minute Iron Man matchup, first ever Knockouts version of that match, and Kylie is in trouble now. A submission hold by Kimberly. Kylie may tap out. She turns inside, and what a reversal! Into a cross arm breaker. Kimberly has her hands locked, turns it back around. Kylie's got to watch her shoulders. And Madison Ring, this is a great opportunity for Deonna to scout. She calls herself the best technical wrestler. There's a cover and a kick out. And you agree with Deonna. She is the best technical knockout on the roster?
Look, she's professed it. I have backed that theory, but if anyone is going to meet her in that place, if anyone is going to go toe-to-toe with Deonna Purrazzo, technically speaking, it's going to be Kylie Ray if she can survive this match tonight.
Yeah, Kylie's got to get out of here unscathed, and I don't know if that's going to happen at this point, at this juncture in the match. They've been going at it for quite some time, and maybe that's another one of the marching orders from Deonna to Kimberly. Keep her in there. Keep her in there for the long haul. We've got 2 impacts left before Bound for Glory. Make sure she doesn't get there 100%. There's a clothesline by Kylie Ray, and smiling Kylie with a back elbow. Kylie Ray building momentum. Kimberly with a reversal in the center of the ring. Kylie goes through it. Here we go.
Can she connect? Kylie special. That could be it, Josh.
Kylie Ray falls into the cover after the Kylie special. Kimberly kicked out. Deonna Purrazzo popped up on the apron. Perhaps Deonna, in watching this match, envisioning what's going to happen at Bound for Glory and seeing that Knockouts championship slowly slipping away from her grasp. Kimberly on one side of the ring. Here comes Kylie. That senton in the corner. It's so devastating. Drags Kimberly back towards the center. Hooks the ring and a bridge out by Kimberly at 2. Frustration in the eyes of Kylie Ray. And Deonna looks very intrigued at what's going to be the outcome of this matchup between these 2 knockouts.
We saw Kylie Ray momentarily grab her knee, and Josh, if she's injured, if something is bothering her, she needs to hide it, because Deonna Purrazzo...
Sit out, powerbomb, shoulders down. Kylie out at 2. Wow! Didn't mean to interrupt you there. I think you're making a great point because if there is something that Kylie is favoring, if there's something wrong, she does need to hide it because the champion is out here scouting, taking notes, taking mental notes of what's going to happen and where she can attack come Bound for Glory.
Deonna Purrazzo, who has seemed cool, calm, and collected this...
I would, because Kylie is out here proving a point that she perhaps is the most dangerous threat to the Knockout Championship. There's a Hurricane Rana, shoulders down, legs hooked, and Kimberly kicks out at 2. Man, we can't take anything away from what Kimberly's doing in this match either. Short arm clothesline by Kylie Ray. Great match between these two knockouts here tonight. We saw a 6-9. Oh boy, there's Deonna Purrazzo. She's up on the apron. Kylie feigned a super kick towards Deonna. Kylie standing switch, rolls through, stacked her up. Kimberly rolls around. And now Kylie! Look at this! Kylie Ray floats over. Smile to the finish was locked in. And now she's got her. There's the tap out. A victory for Kylie Ray. She's not let go. She's not let go of the smile to the finish. The match is over. There's Deonna Purrazzo. There's Deonna Purrazzo from behind. And Deonna wasting a little time. Look at Kylie Ray. Even after this match with Kimberly, Kylie, and there's a super kick. The champion is down.
Josh, if she can connect with that super kick at Bound for Glory, we may be looking at a new Knockouts champion.
Deonna Purrazzo throws Kylie Ray off, and the champion's in retreat mode.
Deonna Purrazzo may have been looking to send a message via Kimberly, but I think the message was delivered here by Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray seething, staring at the champion, Deonna with a smile on her face with the title in her hand. It's like a game of poker between these two. They go all in and Bound for Glory. Impact Wrestling cordially invites you to the wedding in 2 weeks of Johnny Bravo and Rosemary. Ladies and gentlemen, we say this a lot, but this one will certainly be must see.
The devil lay in the distance. He's in your stead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Carl Anderson, and representing the Brothers from Tokyo, Japan, the Big LG, the Gallows.
In Madison Rain, I'll say this, the Good Brothers, they've got a lot of swag to show off, but they may be showing off the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles after Motor City Machine Guns, defending against the Good Brothers, the North, and Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. And these teams, these 8 men, have been looking to rip each other apart over the last several weeks. It continues here tonight. It continued at Victory Road. Everybody jockeying for position, looking for momentum. Does momentum go towards the Good Brothers here tonight in a one-on-one match for the Big LG?
Hold those beautiful talking shop beers for us until after the victory. We'll stand here and we'll smash them all together. You know, the Good Brothers told the world why we came to Impact Wrestling. You know, and besides the fact that Scott D'Amore opened up the pocketbook and paid the boys.
Sure did.
That was nice.
Sure did.
That was nice. We took a little bit too much, too.
That was a brother rating 10 on that payday.
Yeah. But when we got here, we realized we liked it. And we also realized that we were the best. The best wrestlers, the best talkers, the best storytellers, the best beer drinkers, wine drinkers. We like that.
We like all that vodka, too.
But see, we realized to be the best, you've got to have the championships. Big Hoop. Tell 'em.
You're exactly right, my friend. friend. You have to have the championships. And I've said it before, I will say it again. Motor City Machine Guns, there's a target on your backs. Yep. We are going to punch a hole through it. Yep. It's going to be that same old recipe, a magic killer, a 1, 2, 3, and we don't even do too sweet anymore. No, Bound for Glory, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, the Big LG, the Good Brothers are walking out your Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Bet.
I'd love to drink some wine with the Good Brothers.
They wouldn't invite you.
Dak Gallows all set for singles action here tonight.
His opponent, accompanied to the ring by Ace Austin from Dayton, Ohio, Madman Fulton.
Madison Rain, last week you called it the Battle of the Big Men. Madman Fulton about to go one-on-one with Doc Gallows. This match we've been looking forward to all week long. I've seen spirited debates on social media as to who's going to win this match. Look, the experience factor goes to the Big LG. Talking about a guy who went over to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's competed all over the world. But the unknown factor's got to go to Matt.
Limits. He breaks all rules. That's what he likes. He thrives in chaos. So, hey, look, I love the Good Brothers as much as anybody else does. But Big LG here tonight is literally staring face to face into the eyes of a monster.
Staring into the eyes of a monster and the unknown against Madman Fulton, as you pointed out. And you know that the Machine Gun Carl Anderson and the inevitable Ace Austin will be lurking ringside. So what factors will they play in this matchup? It was last week that the Motor City Machine Guns defeated Ace Austin and Madman Fulton in our main event. The Good Brothers actually called themselves the Guardian Angels for the Machine Guns. Oh, look at the boot there for the Big LG. Watch these shots in the corner. LG will fire away. There's an uppercut. And so much for the storytelling, because these two are getting right to action. Madman Fulton catches the Big LG and goes snake eyes. Snake eyes from Fulton. And a clothesline over the top rope. Have you ever seen the Big LG manhandled like that?
I don't think he ever has been.
LG favoring his shoulder. He's going to pull Madman Fulton to the outside. This fight is on. Uppercut there by Doc Gallows.
Wow.
Ace Austin being kept at bay for a moment. We'll get an eye on Carl Anderson and see where he is as LG's firing away into Fulton. And what we've seen in the past from these teams, throwing the North and the Motor City Machine Guns, it's going to be bedlam at Bound for Glory. LG backing away for a second and comes firing right back. Neither man gone down yet. There's a chop followed up by another uppercut. And Gallows going after the eyes of Madman Fulton here. Madison Rain, is this the fight you expected?
Absolutely. I can't imagine either one of these men being used to being manhandled and having shots like this thrown at them.
Wait a second. They've been counted out. These two have been counted out. We didn't notice it either because we were paying so much attention to the battle between these two. They've been counted out. I don't even think they realize what's going on. It's Gallows and Madman Fulton. Battle continues. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. We have been informed by Impact Management that this match between Madman Fulton and the Big LG Doc Gallows will not only continue, will not only restart, but now it's no countouts, no disqualifications. Madison Rain, do you think Impact Management realized we can't control these guys? Just let them go out there and beat the daylights out of each other.
I don't know that they had another choice but to make this no DQ, basically a do whatever you want match, and that's exactly what these men are doing.
Absolute free-for-all right now between Madman Fulton and the Big LG Doc Gallows. Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun, he got 11 nights away from Bound for Glory, where the Motor City Machine Guns defend their titles against not only these two teams, but also the North. So you want to get to Bound, we've been talking about it all night, you want to get to Bound for Glory unscathed. You don't do that by competing in a match like this. And Fulton may want to turn around because the Big LG's armed himself with a steel chair. What a scene. There's a talking shot beer right off the head of Madman Fulton.
You think the more beers Big LG drinks, the more this match turns in his favor?
Yep, I certainly do. He's a ballroom brawler. And the Big LG, again with the steel chair, you can see everything that's going on inside the ring right now and a shot to the back by Gallows. And there's another one. Just systematically taking down Madman Fulton. See tables around ringside, garbage cans, kendo sticks, steel chairs,
Ace Austin still laid out on the ramp.
street signs and more. There's a crutch on one side. These two have unloaded the venue here. And here comes LG, waiting for Fulton. Waiting for Fulton to turn around, and Fulton got a boot up. Madman Fulton got a boot up. And Fulton's right back into this one.
Josh, I have to think that the North and the Motor City Machine Guns are watching this match and just pleased at what they're seeing, knowing that these two big men are not going into Bound for Glory at 100%.
I don't think the Motor City Machine Guns want to be the guardian angels for the Good Brothers the way that they were last week for the Motor City Machine Guns. Saban and Shelley are going to watch this and let these guys beat the daylights out of each other. And you know that Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, they're smiling as well. Alexander picked up that win at Victory Road, and the North are sitting pretty right now. The only person not sitting pretty is the man turning red inside the ring. That's the big LG, Doc Gallows. Look at the side of Madman Fulton. Disdain in his face. The anger in his eyes. And Fulton, we've seen this. He's going to introduce the big LG into the turnbuckle. And an Impact logo maybe, visible on the face of Doc Gallows right now.
In all of the weeks and months that we've seen the Good Brothers here at Impact Wrestling, we have never seen the big LG compromised the way he is right now.
You said before this match started that LG was walking into this match, and Fulton, he is a different type of individual, a different type of human being. And look at, he's got this steel chair now in between the top and middle rope, and LG's head right there, primed for the picking. Fulton's gonna look to squash it like a grape.
Oh no.
What's Madman Fulton capable of? He's gonna swing wildly and out. Boot up, similar to the way Fulton did moments ago, and Fulton goes 100 miles an hour into the steel chair.
He was headed into that corner like a freight train.
And now the big LG can take advantage. LG setting up steel chairs. What's LG have in mind? Double-handed choke slam. Look at those chairs bent in half, and LG picks up the win.
Here is your winner, the big LG, Doc Gallows.
So Doc Gallows, 11 nights away, the penultimate Impact Wrestling before Bound for Glory, picks up a win against Madman Fulton. And did the Good Brothers steal momentum towards Bound for Glory? But Madison Rain, I have to ask, do you think LG is 100% right now? He's got 11 nights to lick his wounds.
Absolutely not. And we still have another week of Impact Wrestling to go before Bound for Glory. What's going to happen?
It's Impact Week next week, but right now, for the next 7 nights, the Good Brothers can celebrate. They can drink those beers, the Talking Shop beers. They can drink their wine and their vodka. Victory here for the big LG, Doc Gallows.
I thought I was a product of my circumstances. So I became a product of my decisions. If we're going to start a revolution, it's going to take all of us. This world doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Impact Wrestling here on Access TV. We are 11 nights away from the biggest night of our year, Bound for Glory, exclusively on pay-per-view. And if you want to stream Bound for Glory, you can do it at Fight TV. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing is for sure, you are not to miss Bound for Glory in 11 nights.
I cannot wait for another epic Bound for Glory. This company always delivers on this special night.
And on this special night, we'll see the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Speaking of which, next week, it's Hernandez, Cousin J. loser at the coveted number 20 spot, the loser has to enter at number 1.
We also know at Bound for Glory, Eddie Edwards will take on Ken Shamrock with Sami Callihan in his corner.
Next week, Eddie Edwards takes on Sami Callihan, and you have to wonder, will Sami and Ken Shamrock be up to any shenanigans with Eddie Edwards next week?
We will also see at Bound for Glory an X Division title 6-way scramble, including Rohit Raju, Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, Willie Mack, TJP, and Jordan Grace.
Next week, it'll be Rohit, Chris Bay, and Jordan Grace versus TJP, Willie Mack, and Trey Miguel, so a preview of sorts of what's going to happen at Bound for Glory.
We will also see the Impact World Tag Team titles on the line at Bound for Glory. The North versus Ace Austin's Madman Fulton versus the Good Brothers versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Next week, it'll be the North taking on the Good Brothers. Another preview of what's to come at Bound for Glory.
Also, Moose versus EC3 in an undisclosed location will happen at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, but Moose is still waiting around tonight for EC3, it looks like. Will those two clash 11 nights before Bound for Glory?
And the Knockouts title is on the line when Deonna Purrazzo defends her title against Kylie Ray.
The status of the Impact Wrestling World Championship match, ladies and gentlemen, is in question as we don't know the update still of Rich Swann. You saw Scott earlier tonight waiting to hear from the orthopedic specialist, and we're getting word right now that Eric Young is heading to the ring. The world-class maniac wants answers. And Madison Ray, this is kind of what we've been I don't want to say nervous about, but perhaps on edge is the best way to put it, because Eric Young, he really is this world-class maniac, and he said earlier tonight he was coming out here to demand answers. He wants to know what's going on. We know that Scott D'Amore is waiting to hear from Rich Swann's orthopedic specialist, but Eric Young is capable of almost anything. He's capable of doing anything. He doesn't care about authority. We've seen that. He's gone after, put his hands on Scott D'Amore, and now we're going to hear from Eric Young.
11 days. 11 days to Bound for Glory. And this is what I have to deal with? This is what I have to wonder about as the world champion? I told you people, this is my world now. Everything inside this world belongs to me. And me alone. This is the power. And I'm not leaving this ring until I get answers. I want to hear someone tell me, Rich Swann quit.
Well, Eric Young is demanding answers, and he's not going anywhere. Eric Young, the world champion, has essentially taken this show hostage as he awaits to find out the status of Rich Swann come Bound for Glory in 11 nights. And there is Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore. Does he have answers? Will we find out what's going on with Rich? Scott looks very stressed here this evening.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you doing this after hours. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. I mean, if you're sure. Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the call. I appreciate everything you've done, and looks like there's someplace I gotta go be. Thanks.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Young still holding the ring. Scott D'Amore got a phone call, presumably the information that we need on Rich Swann and his status for Bound for Glory in 11 nights. And right on cue, there is Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore. Long history with Eric Young. Eric has put his hands on Scott since becoming champion, and here we go.
Okay. It looks like it's good news. Huh. It's good news. Boss man, why don't you come on up here and give us the good news? You remember how to do this, or I need to hold the rope for you? Huh? Okay, boss man, you're finally here. You've made me wait long enough. So why don't you tell the world what I already know? I gave Rich the easy way. I showed him a path of least resistance, and he didn't want to take it. So I had to remind him of what I'm capable of. I had to show him who the one true power is here at Impact Wrestling. And if there's any doubt in his mind and your mind, you're looking at it, buddy. You're looking at the world champion. So go ahead and tell the world what they already know. Rich Swann is a crown for glory. Go ahead, Scott.
Boy, you are really, really proud of yourself. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know where this came from. But I guess this is what we deal with now. So yeah, I spoke to Rich Swann's orthopedic surgeon.
Okay, yep, keep going.
You're so damn proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I know this probably doesn't come as a shock to you or to anybody, but you did additional and substantial damage to Rich Swann's
Additional and substantial. Big words. Let me explain to you what the boss man is trying to tell everybody. I hurt Rich Swann. He gave me no choice. So I showed him the way. In the end, that was out of kindness. Because if he came out here, walked that aisle, and stepped in this ring, and you don't look away from me. You look at me when I'm addressing you. You work for me now, not the other way around. I'm going to teach him a lesson, and I did that. So now, what you're going to do is I'm going to kindly let you finish your statement and claim Rich Swann as unfit to compete at Bound for Glory, which was completely his fault, his own doing, and I spared him the embarrassment of what would happen if he went to Bound for Glory. Go ahead.
Where did this come from? Where's the guy from Florence, Ontario that grew up dreaming, that was destined to hold this championship? From the time I met you when you were a teenager to the days in Team Canada, all up through the time you were getting crapped on in other places. I knew that inside you was something special. A lot of people out there, they knew there was something inside you that was special. But somewhere along the line, you lost who you were, or at least who the hell you were meant to be. Additional and substantial damage. But his orthopedic surgeon says Rich Swann is a special kind of athlete, and he's still ahead of schedule. So, Mr. Eric Young, Mr. World-Class Maniac, Mr. Impact World Champion, on October 24th at Bound for Glory, Rich Swann will be there, and he'll be ready, and you'll be defending that Impact World Championship against him, and I hope once and for all he knocks some sense into you and knocks that stupid, smug look off your damn face.
Whoa. Eric Young's got his hands on Scott D'Amore yet again. Eric Young has his hands on our executive vice president and just shoved him into the corner. And Eric Young is snapped. And look at him putting the boots, driving his heel into the side of the head of Scott D'Amore. Eric Young has lost his mind here tonight. Eric Young is just beating and pounding and pummeling. There's no end in sight to this onslaught. Eric Young has lost his mind.
staring down what perhaps could be the future. Rich Swann holding the Impact Wrestling World Championship. Eric Young is losing his mind, but Rich Swann is back. And the #1 contender looks poised, ready to become champion at Bound for Glory.
Is this what you seek? A false title for a false idol?
Go to hell, you stupid son of a bitch!
Smoke!
You don't know nothing about me. I am a damn wrestling god.
God. You are no god. You're not even a wrestler. You are the combined personality of every wrestler you've ever liked. There is not one thing about you original, clever, real.
You're just jealous. You wish you had the career I have.
If I had your career, I'd throw myself off this bridge with this damn title. You are a fraud. You are pathetic. You are a joke. You are a laughing stock.
I'm really gonna enjoy beating you to death.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. I know I'm trying to destroy the past, but... Hush now, child. Cross the line. Fight me. Who are you? You're a father. You're a husband. I wanted so bad to have the fight of my life for this. And that's the best I got. It would be so funny if it wasn't so sad. Woo!
I'm laughing, you son of a... Son of a bitch!